Hi everybody, it's Christina from Christina's Crafts, and I am going to show you how to make this cute little home decor using almost all Dollar Tree supplies. Okay, so I got this sign, I think it was last year from Dollar Tree, and I actually already used one of the other pieces from it, but what I want to do is I want to get these staples out of here. So I have the staple puller. And once I get these staples out of here, I am going to go ahead and paint it this elephant gray chalk paint from Waverly. And I am going to do the back side and the sides. Alright, when I pull the staples out, there's these little holes here, but I'm not going to worry too much about those. I did take a little bit of sandpaper though, and I kind of sanded it down a little bit. So I am going to go ahead and get my signs painted, all the edges and that, and then I will come back. Both of them are painted. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set these aside for right now. And then I also got this box. It said Mermaid Off Duty. It had some glitter on here, so I actually sanded the glitter down, as you can see. So I am actually going to paint this box. I think I'm not going to do the back side, but I'm going to do the sides for sure, and the inside, and a little bit around in here also. So I'm going to go ahead and get this painted. I might need 2 coats on here. I'm not exactly sure how all this is going to cover up. I might need an extra coat over here. Alright, I have 1 coat of paint on all of my pieces here. What I'm going to do though is I think I'm going to put a second coat on because I think I just want it a little bit darker. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so everything has a second coat on it. I did have to right here. That was the off duty was still showing up. I have like 4 coats just on the front just to make sure that was covered up because I could still see it. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up these sides, and I already pre-cut the paper to go on there. Some of it might be just a little bit too big, so I'm actually just going to trim it down a little bit, and then I am going to glue this on here. Alright, so the side, I mean, it's still a little bit big on some of the sides, but I'm just going to go ahead and Mod Podge this down, and then I'm just going to take some sandpaper, and I am just going to try to sand the edges off, but I'm not going to hot glue this. I'm going to Mod Podge this on. So I'm just trying to get it kind of straight here. This is going to be the back. I just didn't want this showing up in my project. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this Mod Podge on here, and then I'm going to do the other one. Alright, so I have my paper Mod Podged on there, and I just have a little bit overlapping here. So I'm just taking the sanding paper just on this very edge right here, and then you should be able to just peel that off of there. Alright, so now we are at my favorite part, and that is actually putting our project together. I got some of these popsicle sticks, but I'm going to have to cut them down. I want to put a little bit of sturdiness with my project, so I'm just going to put these on the back. I know it doesn't look the best, I mean after I put all that on there, but I think I'm just going to do it anyways, just so I can keep these pieces together. So this is going to get glued to here at the bottom, so I'm just going to maybe, yeah, put those right about there, just to add a little bit of sturdiness to my project. So I'm just using hot glue for this. I want my pieces together. Right, and then I'm going to put the rest of them on there. I am going to put my box on here. So we're going to put that on there, but I'm actually going to use some E6000 with the hot glue to make sure this sticks really well. So I'm just going to stick some of that on there. And then I'm going to hot glue and stick it together. Try to get it centered. All right, so my little planter, I guess you could call it, is all set. I got these stickers from Dollar Tree, and I am going to use some of these. All right, so on the bottom part here, I was gonna put this live for today. So let's get this off of here. Try not to bend it too much. All right. Here, let's kind of flip it this way and see if I can get this centered. There. That looks pretty good. I think it was supposed to be on an angle, but I don't really have much room for an angle on this project. All right, and then the next thing that I want to do, I don't know how much room I'm going to have up on the top here yet, but I did have another sticker that I wanted to put up there. So I have this greenery, and I'm actually going to cut 2 chunks because this is the size that I have, and I'm going to cut it to fit into the box. I'm going to use a knife, and then I'm going to double it up so that I can stick my flowers in there. All right, stick you in there, and then stick you on top of there. Might have to shave a little bit of that off. I think it's sticking out of the box a little too much, so I'm just gonna, whoop, I guess that wasn't stuck tight. Well, that's kind of good because I'm gonna have to cut this in half because I don't want that showing. All right, there, I got some more hot glue. I always run out right in the middle when I'm doing a video, I swear. All right. I got that in there, and then the next thing that I want to do is I have my flowers, which I got from Dollar Tree. Snip them and stick them into the foam, and we'll see how that looks. Okay, so I decided not to chop all the flowers up, so I actually just cut the stems on the bottom here shorter, and this one is gonna go towards the back more, and then I'm gonna have the yellow one in the front, so they kind of mix in there. There, that looks pretty good. And then I have my sticker that I want to put on here. Now I notice I have this gap up here, but I think this is still going to look okay. I'm going to use this Enjoy sticker. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the Enjoy on here over the gap, but I think I'm going to put it on an angle. Next thing I want to do is I have to fill this in. I don't think I have a lot of Spanish moss, but let me go look through my stash and see what I have. All right, so I have very, very, very little Spanish moss left. Last time I went to Dollar Tree, they didn't have any, which is very typical for my Dollar Tree around here. It never has anything. We haven't had wood products in months. So I am actually going to take some of this other foam here to kind of fill this in. Yep, I'm going to have to cut that a little smaller. That way I won't have to put as much Spanish moss in there. All right, and let's see if we have enough. See if it's even gonna cover it. All right, so my project is all finished. I did add these little pearl beads onto the top of my project because I thought it just looked too plain, but it is all done. I am having such a hard time getting it in here, but thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe and take care. Thanks. Bye.